Are you or are you not going to call for Martin Gruenberg, who runs the FDIC and has been there since God was a corporal, and the senior leadership over there to resign?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a heated exchange between Senator John Kennedy and Acting Secretary Julie Su during an appropriations hearing. Kennedy is on fire as he demands answers about the alleged misconduct at the FDIC and presses for accountability. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Before we jump in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown of the biggest moments in politics. Let's get into it.
Thank you, Senator Manchin. So that will end our hearing.
I would like my second round.
Senator Kennedy, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Again, Madam Acting Secretary, thank you for being here. I'm a little confused by some of your answers, but I think we've made some progress. I think we've established, number one, that many supervisors and some members of the senior leadership at the FDIC are pigs. They are sexual predators. They are bigots. Number two, this issue has been out there for some time, since the Wall Street Journal broke the story, at least 6 months. And so far, the Department of Labor has said nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. In fact, I think you said you haven't even read the reports and aren't familiar with the issue. Maybe I'm overstating it. If I am, correct me. Number three, Madam Secretary, you have a long history that I know you're proud of passionate activism on behalf of employees. So here's my question. Are you or are you not going to use your legal authority and moral authority to open an investigation of the FDIC and help those young women over there and help those young people of color over there?
Senator, I am deeply concerned anytime a working person goes to work and does not get the dignity and respect that they deserve. I am charged with enforcing certain laws based on the powers that Congress has given to the Department of Labor. I appreciate that you are raising an issue involving working people who have experienced clearly horrific sexual harassment and other kinds of abuse. And what it demonstrates is that too often workers may feel like they have to endure things that no one should have to endure because of a power imbalance in the workplace.
Excuse me for interrupting, and I'm sorry, but I've only had 5 minutes. Are you going to do anything about it? That's all I'm asking. If you're not, just tell me.
I mean, I answered the question about there's an agency in the federal government who presumably, if the complaint has been made,
you're not going to do anything about it?
We'll be investigating it.
But you're not going to take any, in light of, I mean, this is gut check time for you, Madam Acting Secretary. You either believe in protecting workers or you don't. I can't believe you would just, we can debate how many lawyers can dance on the head of a pin, but you certainly have legal and moral authority to investigate labor violations.
I mean,
I'm honestly surprised. I thought you would pounce on this like a ninja. I thought you'd say,
like a what?
Like a ninja. Pounce on it like a ninja. I've heard that expression in movies before. I thought you were going to say, Kennedy, I'm on it. This is the most disgusting stuff I've ever heard in my life, in the history of ever. But you're kind of waffling on me, like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me ask you my last question, because I'm going to run out of time.
So here's the background. The Wall Street Journal broke a major story about the FDIC, exposing allegations of sexual harassment, discrimination, and a toxic workplace culture. These reports have been out for months, and yet, there's been silence from the Department of Labor. Senator Kennedy isn't having it. During the hearing, Kennedy lays it all out, calling the accused senior officials at the FDIC pigs, sexual predators, and bigots. Harsh words? Absolutely. But he's making it clear. This isn't a small issue. This is about workplace safety and accountability at the highest levels of government. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Kennedy directly asks Acting Secretary Sue if she's going to do anything about these allegations. Her response? Well, let's just say it wasn't what he was expecting. Sue acknowledges the seriousness of the claims but doesn't commit to launching an investigation. Instead, she starts listing off other Labor Department priorities: wage theft, child labor protections, and apprenticeship programs. Important? Sure. But Kennedy isn't asking about those. He's asking if she's going to take action on this specific issue. At this point, Kennedy is visibly frustrated. He cuts in and demands a clear answer. Will she investigate? Yes or no? And still, no firm commitment. Kennedy doesn't let up. He tells Sue this is gut check time. Either she believes in protecting workers or she doesn't. He even says he thought she'd pounce on this like a ninja, but instead he feels like she's dodging the question.
Are you or are you not going to call for Martin Gruenberg, who runs the FDIC and has been there since God was a corporal, and the senior leadership over there to resign?
So, Senator, I do care about working people. That is why I am here
Here's
with a
a
budget
chance to
request
show
of
it, Madam
$13.9
Acting
billion for the Department of Labor to do what we do, to combat wage theft, to stop child labor, to make sure every worker goes home healthy and safe at the end of the day, to expand apprenticeship programs. In fact, we have a Youth Apprenticeship Week that's happening right now for the first time ever because young people should see themselves in the opportunities that are being built right now. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and we are making sure that we're expanding access for teachers to good jobs. We are hard at work to deliver for the workers of America within the job that the Department of Labor is supposed to do, enforcing mental health parity, making sure that workers who save their whole life for retirement actually have the benefits that they have saved for. Those are all within our budget requests because those are all within the work of the department.
You're flip-flopping like a banked cat.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy.
Are you not going to answer my question? I mean, are you going to call for him to resign or not?
Thank you, Senator Kennedy. The Subcommittee on Labor, Health, and Human Services, Education, and Related Agencies will adjourn shortly.
And this is where Kennedy really leans in. If Sue won't act, will she at least call for FDIC Chairman Martin Gruenberg to resign? He's been at the agency since God was a corporal, as Kennedy puts it, and has overseen this toxic culture. And guess what? No clear answer. Instead, Sue redirects back to the Department of Labor's budget and priorities. Kennedy, not one to mince words, tells Sue she's flip-flopping like a banked cat. He demands a final answer. Will she call for Gruenberg's resignation? And yet again, no direct response. The hearing wraps up, but the tension is still thick. Kennedy made his point loud and clear, but the real question is, will there be any action taken against the FDIC leadership? Wow, that was intense. Senator Kennedy came ready for answers, but instead we saw a whole lot of dodging. What do you think? Should the Department of Labor step in? Should Gruenberg resign? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We cover the biggest political moments, and you won't want to miss what's next. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.